discussion to be had. We ain't going out like that, man, we lit.
Hey guys, it's your girl GYNECOLOGIST here, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. What is up? So today's video is going to just be about why I need to lose weight, why it's been a struggle for me to lose weight, and the journey along the way. So I'm sitting right here because I'm going to be putting pictures right here in this area as I go through. So basically, first things first, I've never been skinny. I've never been in the skinny category at all. I've always had some type of curves, whether it was like my arms have always been bigger. I've always had big thighs, big butt, all that jazz. Growing up, I never liked how I looked. I always thought that I was the fat one out of my friend group. A lot of people that I hang out with, they were, you know, cheerleaders or, you know, basketball players and stuff like that, so they were fit. I played basketball and I played Newcomb, and I've done every sport just about throughout my childhood career except for softball. But I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I would be out there probably dying of an allergy attack or something. You know, fast forward, in middle school I played basketball, so I was always active. Never really ate healthy, but it wasn't like as bad as it is now. I'm gonna insert some pictures right over here of me in middle school. It's really sad because, you know, around that time I thought that I was fat. I thought that I was considered obese and all this other stuff, and it turns out I really wasn't. Throughout middle school and up until like about my 10th grade year, I was like a solid 150, 160. And coming from a girl that is like 5'6", 5'7", my doctor has told me that that is a healthy weight for my height. So technically I was doing okay. I was average. I wasn't like muscular, I wasn't anything like that. But according to this body analysis that me and my mom got done on a cruise ship before, I actually have a lot more muscle in my body than most women. So, you know, that could be why I am heavier or whatever. But yeah, so fast forward, coming into high school in the 9th grade, I didn't play any sports, and nothing really changed. I was not on birth control or anything, so I didn't have any hormones going through my body. So, you know, ultimately I was just a regular girl. I just, you know, ate how I wanted. I took PE in the 9th grade, and it was a struggle. If anybody that was at my high school that had Coach Darby as their PE coach, you understood that we actually worked out. Like, there was no sitting on the bleachers. I mean, some days we got to sit on the bleachers and like play on our phones and stuff, but for the most part he worked us out. Like, we would go to the track and run, we would be in the gym like doing ab work, planks. That's the first time I've ever done a plank in my life, and all this other stuff. And I mean, it was good because ultimately I lost like 15 pounds in the 10th grade just from working out with Coach Darby throughout the whole school year. And it was hard because it was the first class of the day, and me being in the finance academy and stuff like that, having to be sweaty and not being able to take a shower the rest of the day, and like on days we had to dress up like for Dress for Success and stuff like that. It was a challenge, but I mean, it was worth it, and I really appreciate him being that kind of coach now that I think about it. Even though it was like torture then, it was very beneficial. I will give Ted Darby that. So fast forward to the 10th grade year. This is where everything kind of changed, and it was a horrible change. You know, when you're in the 10th grade, or I mean, at least when I was in the 10th grade, I went through a very bad breakup, first love, all this other crap, whatever. depression, eating all the time, and stuff like that. So this year I asked my mom to let me get on birth control because my periods were just ridiculous. Like, it was to the point where I didn't want to go to school. Like, I mean I'm pretty sure like a lot of people were like that, but like, it was horrible. I couldn't sleep at night. Therefore, you can't sleep at night. You wake up in the morning, you have to go to school. You're very tired, very hungry, can't keep stuff down because you are hungry and you want to go and eat something, and then ultimately you either have diarrhea. I had diarrhea and stuff like that. TMI, I'm sorry, but I had a lot of that, and then a lot of just being just throwing up. Like, it was horrible. I hated my periods, and they were just awful. So ultimately got to the OB. She gave me my options. My mom chose the one of the Depo shot. You guys, I would not recommend that shot to anybody. And you know, I read the side effects and stuff like that, and it's just like, oh, you know, weight gain, depression, hair loss. I'm just like, well, you know, everything has side effects, but that doesn't mean it's going to affect more. I was wrong. Yeah, I got on the shot. You know, you take the shot every 3 months. You ultimately have no period. That was already like a red flag. I mean, it was cool because, you know, nobody really likes periods, but yeah, no, so not having a period on the shot was fine. It was fine. But it started to be kind of strange when basically my clothes just stopped fitting, and that was very hard for me to wrap my hand around. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, these are clothes I've been wearing all throughout middle school. Like, my weight has always been the same. What is going on? Like, I'm really just clueless. So ultimately, none of my clothes are fitting. It was very depressing. And like I was saying, I never was the type to like weigh myself all the time, and I don't think I really started to weigh myself until I really just couldn't fit anything. I became one of those girls, and I'm pretty sure I was talked about in high school about this, wore leggings all the time. And yes, leggings are very, very comfortable, but when I had to limit myself to just leggings, it was upsetting, like not being able to wear jeans anymore, not being able to wear these skirts anymore for Just for Success, not being able to wear certain dresses because I couldn't get it up over my hips. And you know, certain shirts, like long sleeve shirts, especially dress shirts, my arms were getting so big, like they're big now. They were getting so big to the point where I couldn't put it in, they would be ripping. So yeah. If you guys are wondering how much weight I gained, just wait, I'm getting ready to tell you. So 11th grade year, things were better. You know, depression kind of died down a little bit. I was okay for the most part. A lot of people don't really know what people go through until like after the fact. But you know, I really struggled in high school with a lot. I struggled with my thoughts. I struggled with anxiety. I had anxiety. It was horrible. Like, my anxiety is still bad to this day, but it was so bad then. It was horrible. So I was still continuing to gain weight, like really rapid. And you know, I could see like just stretch marks growing everywhere. Like, I never had stretch marks just growing like that, just crazy, like just growing. A lot on my arms, a lot on my sides. I don't have any on my stomach, maybe like 2. All down here I have stretch marks, all right here, like they're very light, so you really have to stare kind of hard, but I mean, you notice these things, and it's so heartbreaking because stretch marks for the most part are forever, and those things do not go away unless you get some kind of money and get like laser treatments and stuff like that. Yeah. And now we're gonna get on to 12th grade year. same things are still happening. Everything is fine. It's not as bad. You know, anxiety is still about the same. But y'all, eating in certain foods became like an addiction to me. Pizza, Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, Subway, ice cream, all that became an addiction and kind of like my escape route. Basically just how I would numb the pain. It's very challenging talking about this to certain people because they don't get it. Some people, they're just like, oh, well, you know, you just ate all the time, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I did eat and stuff like that, but it wasn't because I wanted to. It's because that was like my escape route. That's what comforted me at the time when I felt like I didn't have anybody, or if I felt like I was nothing, or, you know, looking at other people, I'm like, oh my gosh, like they're so beautiful, why can't I look like that? That's what was going through my head. At the end of my 12th grade year, I had come to realize that I have gained 100 pounds. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not even trying to joke right now. I started at about 169. That's like my average weight. Yeah, the last time I had checked on the scale was like at the doctor. I was about 169. And at the end of my senior year, after I had graduated high school, I was 263. When I went to my annual checkup at my OB, she told me that I was borderline diabetic and I had to take the glucose test. And if anybody's ever taken the glucose test before, or if you've never taken it, it's basically when you drink this orange sugary drink and you have to, well, first you go in and they take your blood, then you drink the orange sugary drink. Now, my little nurse lady, she was nice enough to put ice in it. She said that it was going to make it easier to go down, which it didn't. But you got to drink the whole thing. It's about a cup about that big. It's not that much, but when you're drinking it, it seems like a lot. And then you drink it, and then you wait an hour, and then they take your blood again, and then you wait another hour, and then they take your blood again. And yeah, at that point, you're about to see the Lord himself. Like, you're literally about to die and pass out. That was the weakest I've ever felt in my life. It was kind of funny, but not really, because I really needed some food in my system. It was horrible. Me and my mom, we went to IHOP afterwards, and she asked me to go back to the car and get, like, I guess her reading glasses or something. I can't remember. But I was about to pass out walking to that car. And when I got back, the lady had brought me my milk, and I couldn't even lift up the glass. And I just had to, like, put my face on the table and, like, put the straw in my mouth. And I'm just, like, trying to drink it. It was horrible, you guys. But ultimately, after they did all that, they did find out that I was borderline pre-diabetic or borderline diabetes, one of them. But I knew that I had to just, like, act quickly. First things first, first step that I took the first time of losing weight is that I got off of the Depo shot. I got off the shot and I switched to the pill. The pill was probably one of the best decisions I could have made for myself, like, weight-wise. I'm getting ready to go into my freshman year of college at this point. Let's see, between August and September, I had probably lost about 20 pounds just from switching and changing the way I ate. You guys, I went from eating crappy to eating the same thing every single day. In the morning, I would have oatmeal and a boiled egg, and I think that would be it, and some cheese. Like, it's like Land O'Lakes cheese, and I would eat that. And then in between classes, I would have snacks, and the snacks would either be like pretzels, some more Land O'Lakes cheese, or apples. Like, that was my go-to snack. Lunchtime, I would have a ham and cheese pita, or if I didn't have any pita bread, I would put it in just on wheat bread. And so I was just having ham and cheese sandwich, like no mayo, no mustard. Well, I think I would have mustard. Yeah. And that would be it. And then for snack after that, I would either have like a protein bar, or the same thing I had before, like another apple or some type of fruit, strawberries, anything. And then at night, you guys, I would eat spinach and tilapia or broccoli and tilapia every single night. And that's how I lost 30 pounds the first time. So yeah, now you guys, I am a junior in college. I now live in my own apartment, and I gained that 30 pounds back. So this is where my new journey begins. This is going to be about self-discipline. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. I just had pizza today, like not too long ago, and I'm feeling really bad about it. You know, I crave these things and I eat it, and I don't want it, and I want to throw up and just to get it out of my system, and I can't do that, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to document my weight loss along the way, because I'm not gonna say if I lose weight, I'm gonna say when I lose weight. I'm gonna show you guys my before and after pictures. I'm gonna show you guys everything. I want you to be there with me along the step of the way. No, it is not going to be easy. It is not going to be like a walk in the park, and even then, like, I hate walking in the park. I just discovered that. Too many bugs. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was kind of lengthy, it's kind of long, but I really just want to get out like why I am this size and why I need to lose weight. I never want to get back to the pre-diabetic or diabetic range ever again. Thank you guys so much. There will be more videos to come, and yeah, love you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You act like you don't want this, but you know that you do.